Welcome back to Bad Hair Day with your host Brianna and Jamie. In our third segment, we are going to be talking about ABC Family, Nicki Minaj, and Amber Rose.
Okay, so starting off with ABC Family and Nicki. ABC Family has decided to change their name in 2016 to Freeform. This is in an attempt to target a wider range of viewers. Their new target audience ranges from 14 to 34, but their general content will remain the same. They're doing this because the name family is associated with being family friendly. So the company would like to change their image now that their content has changed. According to Deadline, ABC Family has also committed to filming a new comedy series based on Nicki Minaj's 1990 Queens upbringing. In a brief interview, Nicki stated that she couldn't be more proud and excited to team up with an amazing group of people to give the world something really special. She will also be one of the executive producers and will be featured on the show, working with the same famed writers that worked on Will and Grace, The Bernie Mac Show, and Barbershop 3.
I feel like ABC Family is so smart to be changing their name because it's true. You hear ABC Family, you think Disney.
Yeah.
You think cartoons, you think, oh, this is Disney weekend, I want to watch The Little Mermaid and stuff like that. But I feel like the shows that they're actually producing, like, ow, I'm sorry, I just like pulled my mic and it really like hit my head. I feel like the shows that they're producing, like Switched at Birth and Pretty Little Liars and The Fosters and stuff like that, are not necessarily family friendly. It's not really for little kids.
Yeah.
It's for their actual target audience. So I feel like it's a really good idea and it's just really smart.
Yeah, I definitely think so too because when you hear, ABC Family, you think, oh, like 5-year-olds watching shows with their grandma and their parents, and that's not really the case. It's a completely different audience. So the name is definitely really, really misleading. So the fact that they're changing it is going to be really good for them, I think.
And as far as Nicki, I'm actually really excited to see it because as far as I know, I don't really think she had any sort of television series or anything like
Yeah, I
that.
don't think so.
That I don't know if she ever produced anything, but as far as starring in or something actually being about her, I'm pretty sure none of that has happened. So I'm interested in seeing like what's going on and how it is and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I also feel like I don't know. I feel like it's kind of weird because I feel like I love her, but I feel like of all people to do a show on, you picked Nicki Minaj. I don't know. It's kind of a weird choice. I feel like I want to know why they picked her. Is
Yeah.
what I'm trying to say.
I mean, I'm not a fan of Nicki Minaj, and you know that. My friends know that. I mean, I always say how much I don't like Nicki Minaj, but this show is. I mean, I think it's gonna be interesting to see, and I definitely want to see it, even though I'm not a fan. I definitely want to know what it's gonna be like, and just kind of get an inside look.
Well, apparently they have basically signed on to film the pilot episode, and put that episode on air. I don't know if they have really like finished signing the contracts and finished setting everything up to do a legitimate 2 or 3 season show. I think it might just be a few episodes at this point.
Okay. Do you think it'll be a successful show though?
I feel like she has a wide enough fan base and enough people on her side supporting her for the show to bring in a lot of money and to be successful.
Yeah.
But I also think that ABC Family might not have been the right channel for it.
Yeah. I feel like it would be better on E or
Exactly.
MTV or something like that.
I feel like ABC Family, or as it will soon be known, Freeform, is more drama and it's teen drama basically.
Yeah.
It's
But maybe-
nothing really like what they're trying to produce, which is actually supposed to be a comedy. I feel like that's not the right place for it.
But maybe this is in their new attempt to cater to a different audience, you know?
It might be. You might be right. I'm
To,
just. I
revamp.
feel like it's a little bit of a weird match.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird.
I feel like it's not even about the fact of it being a different person. I just feel like because it's a comedy and because do you remember the show Everybody Hates Chris? Have you ever seen it?
Yeah.
I feel like it's going to be exactly like that.
Uh-huh.
And I feel like a show like that and ABC Family don't really match together
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, it definitely sounds really weird. So I don't know.
Okay. So we're going to move on before I keep arguing about why they should move it to a different channel. For those of you who don't know, Amber Rose was a little bit of a mess over the weekend. And we say that with me knowing that Jamie is not a very big fan of her in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
For those of you who don't know, she hosted LA's Slut Walk. And Slut Walk started in 2011 when a police officer made the comment women should avoid dressing like sluts in order not to be victimized after a series of sexual assaults on the campus of Canada's York University. So basically, I don't know how to say it in like a decent way to explain why he said that because it was ridiculous, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
He was blaming the victim, so people got upset and basically wanted to make the statement that it doesn't matter what I'm wearing.
Mm-hmm.
You can't put your hands on me if I don't want you to.
Yeah.
And at the Slut Walk this weekend, Amber Rose actually was talking to the crowd and she was crying and freaking out and she was telling the crowd about her own story and about how she was slut shamed at 14 for the first time and about how she started stripping at 15 or 16, right? I think it was 15.
Yeah.
And she also tearfully said that she forgave Kanye West for saying that he needed 30 showers after being with her. And she forgave Wiz Khalifa for calling her nothing but a stripper, even though she's the mother to his child. So, I don't know. I mean, I would just like to say that when Kanye made that comment about him needing 30 showers, it was because Amber Rose was making negative comments about Kim Kardashian.
Mm-hmm.
So he was defending his own wife and basically saying, how could you say that about her and what she's done to get where she is and the way that she really made her career
Yeah.
and the person that she is when look at you, look what you've done.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I think that she's a hypocrite for acting, saying, oh, I've been a victim for being slut shamed, blah, blah, blah. But she had no problem bashing Kylie Jenner and basically slut shaming her. I feel like if you've been through that and you have been in that position where people called you a slut at 14 and it's been hard for you and everything and you've gotten so much negative
Criticism.
negative criticism on that, you should be more you should sympathize more with other people who are getting the same kind of hate. You shouldn't hate on them too. So I mean, if she wants to be, a victim and everything, she shouldn't make others a victim too. Like you have to
Exactly.
realize
Like,
that.
if you want to be this role model for the slut walk and you want to be this person that people should look up to and kind of motivate and inspire people to own themselves and own what they've done and say that there's nothing to be ashamed of the way that you are and who you are, you can't be saying those kinds of things while simultaneously criticizing and mocking and judging someone else.
Mm-hmm.
But also, I don't know if you remember, but when she was basically slut shaming Kylie Jenner, that was around the time that Kylie was not becoming public with her relationship with Tyga. It was more like rumors were starting to spread, and she stopped to deny the rumors because she wasn't 18 yet, so she wasn't really confirming anything, but she was basically saying, yeah, we've been hanging out, we're friends, he comes over, we go out to dinner, that kind of thing. And Tyga's ex-wife is Amber's best friend,
Yeah.
so that was the only reason. I mean, it was also ridiculous because I don't think Black China, who is Tyga's ex-wife, I don't think she said anything about Kylie
Yeah.
other than, oh, his new girlfriend is so much younger than him. I can't believe they're dating.
Mm-hmm.
And, oh, he should have waited. She's not legal. She's not whatever. So I don't think she said anything else. I just find that really weird because I feel like if you're the one it's affecting,
Mm-hmm.
you should have said something instead of allowing your best friend to say something.
Yeah, it definitely had nothing to do with Amber Rose, and she kind of just wedged herself in between the
She
issue
really did.
and she really had no place in it, and she started saying all these things about Kylie, and then she got Chloe involved, and it was just a whole big mess.
She got Chloe involved because Chloe heard about the comments and Chloe's basically said, listen, we don't talk about you, you shouldn't talk about us. And Amber went off and was saying, oh, it doesn't matter, I'll talk about whoever I want to talk about. And Chloe was like, chill.
I think when you're a celebrity and you are in that position where, in the position of Amber Rose and the Kardashians and everything, you really should watch what you say and not criticize other celebrities so much, just not don't talk about them. Don't bring them up if you hate them, because you are going to get criticism for it. You're going to get attention for it. People are going to hate you, and it's going to start a whole mess for you, and you don't want that.
If we're being honest, as kind of a last comment before we end the show for today, since we are basically out of time, I just feel like it's really horrible for someone to be criticizing one person when you basically had the same exact start in
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
I mean, Amber has spent most of her time criticizing the Kardashians, especially Kim, when, let's be honest, Kim and her family are models, and they're not actresses, but they're models, and they do club openings and they do sponsorships and that kind of thing. You know, they have their own TV show. Amber Rose is famous for dating famous people. That's
Really true.
basically what it is. So I don't think she has any position to be talking about anyone else.
Yeah. And with that, we're going to end our show, and we'll be back next week with more entertainment news.